If you are someone that is on the spiritual path, there is, without a doubt, at least once, if not hundreds of times in your life, where you felt abandoned or neglected either by your caregivers, the people that you thought were closest to you, your friends or family, for example, or even just society in general. Just society wasn't what you thought it was going to be like, and adulthood wasn't really like what you thought it was going to be like. And so, what does it mean to become someone after you are abandoned or neglected? And I also want to talk about today the little bit of philosophy of luck and what exactly luck is. Because Aristotle talks a lot about luck, and, well, maybe not a lot, but he's talked a lot about it in certain areas of his work. And I think it's part of the philosophy of luck is that you have a personal identity. Now, your personal identity, as you grow on the spiritual path, you realize that your personal identity was ripped to shreds by the same people that want you to be grateful to be in their presence and just to have the opportunity to be in their presence. The difference between you and these kinds of people is that you, without a doubt, don't really want to hurt anybody. It's not that you're not willing to if the need to defend yourself arises, but you don't really need to hurt anybody. You don't need to step on anybody in order to get higher on, or just get higher in the ascension to the kingdom of heaven. You don't need to step on anybody to do that. But some people just think that they need to step on you in order to take what you have. But that's when you have the ability, at least that's when you learn that you need to have the ability, that you can take what they can give you. You can take a punch, you can take a spiritual punch, let's say, but you have to know how to give one back, too. And so, a lot of the times, the spiritual path is about not only wanting more for yourself and the people around you, but it's needing it. You actually need to remove yourself from certain environments so that you can get to the places that you want to be. And you might feel frustrated, but you're not afraid. I know that's how I felt a lot of the times. It wasn't the mindset of like, oh, I just can't win. It wasn't like that. It was just like, why are so many people in the world assholes? I don't get it. I just don't get it. And that was really the questions that I kept asking myself at certain points. I've seen certain people in my life where they've been hurt by narcissists or by just toxic people in general, and these people are not hard, like they're not easy to crumble. They're not easy cookies to crumble. They're well-made cookies. They're a tough cookie, but they're a good cookie. And the way that they reacted to certain situations was just because of what people have done was astounding to me. And I know I've had these moments in my own life where I was brought to my knees praying for God's forgiveness for what evil I had ever done, because I had no idea what I did to deserve what I got fed spiritually. And I just didn't understand why there was so much pain. I remember it was actually Christmas a few years back, and I just remember, I guess it was about 2 or 3 years ago, and it was just realizing how alone I was, because that was like one of the first Christmases I had spent alone. And now, like, it doesn't even faze me because I don't celebrate pagan holidays anymore. But at the time, I was still yearning for that connection of like holidayness with people. And I wanted that get together. But I'd spent Christmas alone, and I just remember bawling my eyes out because I was so distraught with how I've been treated, and I had no clue why. That was one of the worst parts, is I had no clue why. But then as I started to work on myself and improve myself, I started to have more and more luck with situations, with attracting the right people in my life, which I've been blessed with nowadays. And of course, just the harder I worked, the more luck that I seemed to have. In fact, that is true to this day. I had a very big stroke of luck at my day job today where something could have gone very wrong, and fortunately, it did not. And it's only because I genuinely believe that I worked so hard to prepare for everything that was possible to go wrong and that could go wrong. I prepared for all of those things. That's one of the reasons why it didn't go wrong. And so, along with this frustration but not being afraid, you know, these are also the same people that left you to die. They left you to die, and now that they're seeing you when you're becoming who you really are, now that you're becoming someone, now that you've actually worked hard on yourself, you know who you are, you have stronger boundaries, you can be cordial but still be kind of like, you know, don't push my buttons, you know, we're cool, but don't ask me too many questions. Do you really think I trust you? Because I do not. I do not trust you. And so you'll get to this point where the same people that left you to die, that did not really want to care about you, they did not even want you to succeed at all, because they're fear-based. You're not fear-based. You like the struggle to some degree. You are okay with the struggle because you know that the struggle gets you to better places and better things down the line. And so when they look at you actually improving after your struggle, oh my, oh, this person is actually becoming someone. Wait. He doesn't need to become a bigger someone than me. That's their mentality. And so these same people will now want you in their life, even though you're the someone. You're the someone that is becoming. And what it really comes down to, I think, is that they don't want your reality and your sanity to be restored, because they have gaslit you, they've manipulated you so many years ago, and now that they're coming back into your life, hell, it could be even just a few weeks, it could be a few months, it could be a year, 2 years. I know I had narcissists, like even in April this year, I had narcissists from 4 years ago try to come back into my life. Now that they saw that I actually was doing things with my life, and I'm not a 200-pound fat boy anymore. You know, I'm not ugly anymore. That was kind of the insinuation that I got from this person. Was like, oh, you're actually attractive now. It's like, oh, thanks, I think. Well, I've got better than you now, so see ya. Like, I have myself. I'm not even talking about somebody else. I just have myself, and I know that I'm enough. In fact, I know that I'm more than enough for myself because I have God with me. I'm walking with the Most High closer and closer every day, and I have the blessed opportunity to reach thousands of different kinds of people that have subscribed to this channel and have a message that resonates with them and also encourages them to be empowered to prosper. This is exactly what I want to be doing with my life. This is exactly what I want to do. This is exactly who I am. And I love it. So, yeah, I know I'm enough. And I don't wish you ill, but, go over there. I don't want you around me. Because they really, like, these kinds of people are not about this life, guys. They're just not about this life. And we don't have time to chat about the weather. Oh, how's the weather treating you? What the? I don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't care about those kinds of questions. Excuse my French, but like I said, I like to keep it genuine on this channel. So I don't think if I came from a place that wasn't worse off in my background, I don't think I would swear as much. But that is who I am, and I still love God, and God still loves me, because there's a difference between cursing and swearing. I've mentioned this in other videos before, and I know I've been getting comments about it in past videos. So if you don't like it, the swearing, because there's a difference between swearing and cursing. I'm not cursing anybody, but when I'm swearing, I'm not hurting you. But if you don't like it, feel free to leave. This is a channel where we keep it real. But going back to the main point of this video is that your personal identity and knowing who you are is going to be key to dealing with any kind of toxic person or hater or narcissist. If you genuinely believe and know who you are unstoppable. And you have the power to do everything that you can to succeed in anything that you want. God willing. So with that being said, I hope this message was useful and insightful. And if you want to schedule a consultation with me, please send me an email in the link below. And with that being said, peace be with you. Till next time.